Hi there, I'm Lucille and I will be talking about compressors. And so a big thing about compressors is that the flow regime within the compressor itself is very crazy. It's wild and we really struggle to accurately represent it. When we draw these pictures, we have just the arrows going in and going out, but the flow itself is just like going crazy. And so it's not really being modeled just by this. However, if we do know information about the inlet or the outlet conditions, we can use that information to limit our degrees of freedom and then perform calculations on the system itself. But usually to perform those calculations, we need stagnation and or critical properties of the system. And it's because the actual properties the actual values for those properties are not necessarily representative of what those critical properties are, because the critical properties are based off of the profile of those properties, and that is what's actually happening in the system versus your total value for a property. And so an example of this is that critical velocity is not just going to be equal to whatever velocity is given in the problem, because the velocity profile of the flow through this is not just represented by whatever that velocity is. The critical velocity is based on the velocity profile, and the actual entering or exiting velocity, that full value is not actually the value of what the critical velocity is.